So we got a lot to talk about here walking into week number 7. Morning kickoff show. We're a little late today. Sorry for that. We'll be breaking down all the news. We've got breaking news coming in right now that Stephon Diggs officially active. We've got Rico Dowdle and Chuba supposedly going to rotate snaps. We're waiting for that news this morning before we made any Rico Dowdle moves. And that isn't the greatest news for Rico Dowdle, but hot hand could turn into him getting a majority of the work, so we really don't know. We were hoping that maybe we'd hear very limited snap count for Chuba initially, and then Rico would be an amazing start. Now it's looking a little more cloudy. We've got other reports. I'm going to roll through all the news here in just a minute. Jacoby Myers inactive for today. Brock Bowers obviously not going to play. Hunter Renfrow inactive for today. We've got other news and notes. We've got Zach Wilson inactive today. Quinn Ewers serving as the immediate backup. A lot of people speculating what could go on there. Brock Bowers, as I said, inactive, not expected to play. Buka is still a game time decision. Bears, DeAndre Swift active. Diggs active. Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers inactive. Garrett Wilson inactive. And that kind of catches you up on the major pieces of news that have been lingering today. Swift, Swift is good to go. And let's see, I think I had another piece of news that I was going to share. Let me see if I have that. Dowdle, I did that one. Carson Wentz, don't be surprised, says Ian Rappaport, if Carson Wentz started week 8 as well. DeAndre Swift, groin expected to play. Diggs, as I just mentioned. Okay, that should catch us up. Let's do this thing. The fantasy football show begins right now. File on in. We're watching Stafford absolutely explode. 2 touchdowns to Devontae Adams alone. 3 touchdowns total. 7 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Not a lot going on for the Jaguars. BTJ, exactly what we feared, that we some of the people that woke up to a halftime score that are West Coast people that didn't want to get up at 6:30 and watch this game. They're getting up to they did get up to a BTJ just mid-fest. Travis Hunter, 3 catches, 30 yards. That was kind of also expected. ETN's getting no work. T-Law's scrambling right now. Tootin's in the game. ETN's not in the game. We're going to see how this game finishes as we continue this show. The Fantasy Football Show morning show begins right now. File on in. Intro's not seeming to work.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show.
Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Okay, so we're going to break down this game as we go, as we talk. Again, Brock Bowers, news coming in, not that we didn't know, but news reports everywhere saying that he is out, Brock Bowers, but we knew that. We are still awaiting other pieces of news that we'll find out. Not a whole lot. That was what we were expecting for the most part. So let's get through these super chats, keep these caught up, and then we'll move on from there. I don't think we'll see if we have time for phone calls later. But again, Jacoby Myers out. Start 2, Bourne, Mason, Worthy. Probably going to go Bourne and Worthy if it's me. Mason's not a bad play, but Bourne's been so good lately. I think even with Kittle back, they're still heavily leaning upon him. Pick 2 wide receivers at a flex: AJB, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, and Buka Fannin. It would be hard not to go AJB and Evans, but I think Evans and Igbuka, you could roll with that and then just make sure you have another additional Detroit Lion Buccaneer player, but you'd have to have that game plan in place. If you don't have that, I'd say AJB, but it's hard to say. Trade Worthy, or I did that one already. This one here from Kyle. Kyle, thinking of rolling the dice with Buka, have Sterling Shepard as a backup for Monday night. Should I go with that or just start Luke McCaffrey. Hard to say, bro. I guess I would lean toward the Buka side personally and take that risk, but I mean, Luke could get some good work. He could not. It could be so far not good call on the Whittington, but there's still a quarter and a half left. So we'll see what happens with that. But Luke McCaffrey got 1, 2, and 3 targets in his last 3 games, but this should be an uptick for him. I think I would probably say I take the gamble on Buka. And Shepard ain't bad, especially if, in fact, he's not in the lineup. So I'm okay with the Buka side. I definitely would take the risk myself. Start at flex, Luke McCaffrey, Emmanuel Wilson. And we're waiting on the Josh Jacobs stuff. It does seem like Jacobs is definitely leaning toward not playing. And they don't want to mess with that calf, but we'll have to take that as it comes. But I would probably say in this situation, you're starting Kamara. I don't know that I would sit Kamara personally. Burden or Tez, Debo out has me scrambling. I would probably say Burden's safer, but Tez is higher upside, higher risk. We just don't know enough information about Tez and how much work he's going to get because we don't have the information on Buka. So you're right. You're rolling the dice with that one. You're either going to get a lot of work or you're going to get maybe less than you think. But is that still going to be better than Burden? Hard to say. Start Worthy. Take risks with Buka. If he doesn't play, I have JMO. That's perfect. I also traded Hampton for Worthy and 1.5. Needed a flex. Yeah, that's a fine move too. I'm fine with that. I like Worthy a lot still. Kendrick Bourne or wait for Egbuka. Let's see here. What was that trade? I just want to make sure I have that trade right again. You said you traded what? Hampton? Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Worthy's solid, bro. Worthy's solid. Kendrick Bourne or wait for Egbuka. With Sharps as the backup for flex play. I'm fine with that one too. I think Kendrick Bourne's a lot safer in some of these other calls though, so I would say yours is a little tougher because Kendrick Bourne's been playing out of his mind, but I'm okay going the Buka situation with Sharps. Sharps is a pretty decent back. You also have a little bit better backup than let's say Shepard. Not that Shepard couldn't outscore Charbonnet, but I do like Sharps a little bit better, so that's probably a better backup plan. So I like your situation. Let's see here. 3-3, lots of injuries, need a dub. Start Fields or Penix. I'm going to go Penix Jr. with lack of weapons. I know everyone thinks he's just going to run, but I still would rather have Penix Jr. Wait on Buka if he can't play Woody or Bourne. Well, unfortunately for you though, bro, you're not going to be able to necessarily do that. In the case of let me pull this up real quickly. In the case of the Niners, that's Sunday night. So you're not going to really be able to decide on that. If he can't go, you won't know. So you're just going to have to take a gamble. You can't you have to go Woody. Woody Marks is solid though. I like that idea. I mean, maybe you're thinking Sunday night you'll have an idea. Tonight you'll have an idea. So I'm fine with that approach. I like Woody. That's a good backup plan. I definitely would roll with that. I like that. Thank you, Wildcard, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Start 1, JMO, K9, MHJ, or Vidal. I would probably go... I'd probably go Vidal for safety, but I do really like JMO as well. They're both really solid plays. I'd probably say Vidal's a little safer. JMO's higher risk, higher reward. Harvey, LMC, or just play Ingram. I think in this case, LMC. Luke McCaffrey or Fannin in the flex, it's pretty close, bro. I lean Fannin, but Luke McCaffrey's going to get an uptick. All right, Trevor Lawrence, horrible. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And everybody's saying legacy game. That's what I was saying, pump the brakes a little bit. I'm pretty excited. I was pretty excited about Trevor Lawrence's rebound game, but I felt like a little bit more pessimistic than the average Bear. But we'll see. It's not good. It's not good at all. Right now, it's not good. Stafford looks good. Stafford scrambling for his life. He looks a little slow, but he's just so solid at playing football lately. That one's a throwaway. It's 4th and 7. Jaguars keep getting opportunities. It feels like Trevor Lawrence was just out there like 12 seconds ago, and now he's getting the ball back. All right, I keep refreshing the news. I'm looking for it. I'll let you know when I have more info. Luke McCaffrey, again, is a good play this week, but I lean Fannin. Chat, vote Fannin or Luke McCaffrey. I'm very interested. You know, ADHD, you're it's so tough because I feel like one minute you're a fan of the channel, then the next minute you're talking trash. Like, I don't understand. This channel is so soft, and why are you here? Then go somewhere else. I mean, I don't understand. Like, one minute you're super chatting, you seem like an amazing member of the community, then you don't like a call. You get upset at like the Whittington call, which you still got a whole quarter and a little less than a quarter and a half. I don't know what's going to happen. These are 50-50 calls. And you want to come in here and talk trash. I don't understand. I like, one minute you're a fan, one minute you're not. It's like back and forth. Luke McCaffrey or Fannin. Vote on this one, please. Again, guys. I mean, it's crazy. Pacheco, Woody, Harvey, or wait for Jacobs news. Jacobs, well, yeah, you could start Emmanuel. That's not bad. I don't mind doing that. I probably would do that, bro. If you got a Emmanuel Wilson, I would definitely wait for that. That combination is probably the best and gives you the upside of Jacobs if he played. Does feel like he's not going to play though at this moment. Smitty, 12-team PPR redraft. I have Worthy and Chase, who both have a bye week 10, 3 wide receiver league. I also have Tet and Shakir. Considering Chase for JSN trade. I want more because Jamar Chase has earned it, bro. That's the bottom line. But I do not mind if you made the trade. Like, I'm not making you take a lap on JSN. He's such a baller, bro. And we still got Flacco needing to stay healthy. We still have Flacco. You know, look at Trevor Lawrence 1 week, and then now look at him. I mean, Flacco could, pull that move on us, but I think you can command a little more right now. So try and get more. Both bye weeks, rest of season thoughts. Yeah, my thoughts are I'd rather have Chase by a little bit, not a lot, because Jason's right there. But I think you can command more. Pacheco, Woody, Harvey, or wait for Jacobs. Oh, I already did that one. Thank you. Appreciate you, pal. Guys, vote on that one. Would you rather have? Would any of you rather have JSN over Jamar Chase right now? Vote in the chat. Matt, I appreciate you. F the haters. Smitty, keep crushing. Look, I'm not gonna get when I get something wrong, people act like I should be perfect. Everything, like I'm gonna get 100% on everything I do. And when I don't get something like Whittington, who we're talking about, Whittington, McCaffrey. McCaffrey hasn't done anything yet either. He hasn't played yet. Like, we don't know what he could do. He could do 0. He could get 0 catches. We don't know. But you're talking about a crapshoot call. Like, that's what you come in to complain about? I don't understand it. Matt, I appreciate your $20 hauler. You're the man. You're the man. Hunter.
Super chat alert.
What's Hunter have now? Hunter catching another. Oh, he's a flag. Damn. Thought Hunter caught another pass. This Jaguar offense is really, really dragging its feet. And the run game's completely non-existent right now because of ETN 1 catch for 11 yards. Bashal Tootin is now getting some run, 4 for 15. 4 runs for 15 yards. ETN 5 runs for 17 yards. BTJ 3 catches for 31 yards. Travis Hunter 4 catches for 30 yards. Salvageable day, though. I mean, that's 7 points right there. And he's not playing out of his mind or anything. So 7 points. Travis Hunter is like, got some salvageable base, floor production that's kind of baked in, like 4 for 30, 3 for 40. I'm not saying that's what you want. I'm not saying that's the greatest thing in the world, but it's pretty nice to know that you can kind of count on a worst case scenario, like some sort of like 3 for 40 line or 4 for 40 line. Trevor Lawrence is getting completely lambasted in the backfield there. PPR flex, T-Mac, Hendy, Sharp, Zigbuka, Marks. Ted's a pretty safe call for you, bro. You could go Buka, Sharps, Buka Sharps, Buka Marks, and just kind of wait on that. That actually isn't a bad idea. Chat, would you rather go Tet now or run the risk of going Buka and only having Marks or Sharps to tend to later? Would you rather have T-Mac now or Buka Marks, Buka Sharps? Can you please vote on that one? That one would be a very helpful vote here for John. John, thank you. I think Tet's not bad, bro. Trevor Lawrence scrambling. It's 3rd and 23. Wow. This is pathetic watching the Jaguars. There's a white flag on the field. What? And it's probably Trevor Lawrence's hand towel. Okay, 4th and 23. Jaguars gonna punt again. Mason Taylor or Fannin. I'm gonna go Fannin, but without Garrett Wilson, Mason Taylor could have a day. Bowers is my primary tight end. He'll be back. He'll be back, baby. He'll be back. Looks like my Dobbins for Adams trade last week is paying off nicely, as it should. Adams, one of the top, recommends in a lot of trades this week, is definitely serving well. Any advice on waiver pickup? So was all the starting Stafford in London's talk. So, there's pros and cons to London games. One side can usually dominate the other. Any advice on waiver pickup for next week in the flex? I don't really have that right now, my boy. Let's get through. Most of the waiver stuff does come from the performances. There's always somebody that pops up. The top 1, 2, or 3 guys are usually because of the game flow. So I wish I could give you a couple answers now, but make sure, Woody Marks doesn't get cut. Bashal Tootin with ETN continuing to not perform is going to be in the mix. Also pick up for this week Tyler Warren, or Chris Olave, half PPR. Pick on for this week. So you tell me Tyler Warren's on waivers. Tyler Warren might be my number 1 tight end, bro. You've got to pick up Tyler Warren. He's maybe the top tight end of the season. I mean, Brock Bowers could regain that. Kittle could regain that, but I'm taking taking Brock Bowers, or I'm taking Tyler Warren as my number 1 tight end right now. Hey, Smitty, got auto sub in my league. Put Ibuka in the auto sub is Kelsey Waller if he's out, or just start Kelsey. No, I mean, if you can auto sub, I mean, that's fine. Why wouldn't you take the risk? You could also leave it out and put Woody in. I kind of feel like either one is fine. Kelsey's safe, but I do like Woody, but Woody's a little bit high risk. I like him, though. He's high risk, high reward. He comes with high reward. You got to know that, too, though. I don't know. Chat, would you just auto sub Kelsey if Ibuka sits and then you get Kelsey automatically? Or do you wait, and then if he doesn't go, well, you could auto sub Woody Marks. You could just do that to be safe. Pick Kelsey or Woody Marks, guys. Bourne or Rico for flex. I probably would go. I would go Rico myself. I still feel like Rico's gonna have a good day, but Bourne might be a tad bit safer, no doubt. A tad bit safer. A teeny bit safer, bro. Yeah, buddy. I would go Bourne as a flex. Mac is staying. Yeah, I mean, Bourne is nice with Mac. That could vanish, but why not let it play out for the most part? I'm not saying in every scenario that we've talked about, but Bourne's a really, really solid play. Just a real solid play. I mean, it's consistent punting right now. It's just like the Jaguars were just out there about 17 seconds ago. They got the ball back again. They punted the ball. They got the ball back again. It's nonstop punt fest right now. Even the Rams aren't moving the football at all. This is a wild sequence of the last 4 minutes. There are teams that drain the clock an entire quarter. This has been like punt, 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 punt. PPR, flex, Woody, Carter, Waller. I'd probably go Woody personally. Waller might be a tad bit safer. If you want to go safety, go Waller. Waller's not bad at all. Woody Marks, higher risk, higher reward for sure. 12-team Superflex start 10, Achane or Josh Jacobs. Achane. Jacobs probably won't even play. Oh, this is a trade. Achane or Jacobs in a 26 late second. I take Achane. Have Hampton and Bucky on Achane all the way, bro. Achane. Wow, what a horrible throw right there by Trevor Lawrence. He's getting blitzed. He's scared. I get it. And instead of finding a way to extend the play even a millisecond more to get the ball properly to BTJ, who's open really at the line of scrimmage, like probably a yard or two off the line of scrimmage in the middle of the field, he just throws the ball into the dirt. I mean, that was just no attempt whatsoever to get BTJ the ball. And BTJ would have, I'm not saying he would have gained much, but this is just pathetic football right now. BTJ looks hurt. Hopefully he's just a little bit bent out of shape here. It was not a bad throw there, and it touched the hands of BTJ. You could say that he should have pulled that one in, and it would have been maybe even interference because he pushed off. But then BTJ kind of lands on his hand, and it bends just a little bit. Hopefully BTJ is okay. He's on the sideline now, holding his wrist and his thumb. It looked like it might be his thumb or his hand that bent. Offsides, Jaguars. Oh, wow. This might be turning into the worst offense in the league all of a sudden. 12-team Superflex start 10. I already did that one. Thank you. Appreciate you. BTJ he's not really seeing trainers. People are walking up to him. He seems to be just kind of shaking it off. We might hear about it more. You know how these things go. Adrenaline. Monty or Rico. Monty's a bit safer. Rico's high risk, high reward, Anthony. I wish I could give you a real clear answer. I'd probably roll with Rico myself. They're both sharing. You know, Rico's been going crazy. I just don't think I could sit him. Oh man, that wasn't T-Law's fault right there. That sucks when T-Law finally throws a good one and then it gets dropped and it's like it just piles it on for T-Law. Morning, bro. House Call Hendy, $100. Angels dropping $100 today if House Call Hendy drops a touchdown. I Smitty approved that.
You've just been Smitty approved.
I Smitty approved that, so you'll be back later today to drop $100. I think you will be. I hope you will be. I want nothing more than a House Call Hendy, bro. Thank you for all your advice, Smitty, Vidal or Evans. Thank you, Tattooed. Appreciate you. Vidal is a real safe play today. A real safe play. Does that mean he's going to outscore Evans? No. Chat, I do this because I really want to make sure you get the best advice in most groupthink possible. It's not that I'll usually give you my answer too, but I want to make sure on this one we're getting the chat. Chat, can you please vote Vidal safe over Evans? A little riskier coming back from the injury, but he's if Ibuka sits, which it feels like it's 60% likely Ibuka sits, in my opinion. I'm still taking the gamble on a lot of situations that you guys have because it's worth taking the risk on because you have a backup plan in place. You have to have a backup plan in place with Ibuka. You have to. You don't do it if you don't have a backup plan. Kyron catching a pass. If let's say you need a big swing, Evans probably gets fed tons in this game. Vidal's gonna get the ball tons. It's whatever way you look at it, it's a close call. The chat is voting. Chat, vote on this one, please. Vidal, Evans, Vidal. I want at least like 10 votes on this one. 9 targets already for Hunter. It's a lot of it's not his fault in this game, but he's at least getting the work. They are featuring him. BTJ's frustrated right now. This is what I worried about last night when we were talking about BTJ being fully back, and I'm a little scared that he gets in his own head and he's going to be upset, and then he's going to start dropping balls, and then he's going to start, like right now he's getting hospital balls. He just hurt his hand, and he's probably pretty pissed off. We got Evans, Vidal, Evans. Evans leading by a hair. And that feels right. That feels about right. Trade BTJ for Quentin Johnston? No. Dieter, no. We're getting a little bit of an Evans lean. Michigan says, don't let the haters rattle you. The haters never rattle me, bro. Just because I pop back off a little bit doesn't mean that they rattle me, but I appreciate your concern. Thank you for all the advice, Vidal, Evans. Guys, please keep voting on this one. The chat's leaning Vidal. I'm sorry, Evans. Tattooed. The chat's leaning Evans. I think you kind of need to decide based on what you need. Because, again, Vidal's safe. Really, really safe. Steven, appreciate you dropping the blank super chat. Thank you, pal. 0.5, Golden or Marks. I'm going to go Marks, but they're really close, man. Play Troy Franklin over Buka for safety. Or drop Franklin for Higgins. I'd do that. If you can't find another option. But I'd take the Higgins route so I could get Buka in there. Franklin's okay. I say that, and Franklin's probably going to go crazy now. But flex Brees or Mason. I'd go Brees. He's got a great matchup. Bijan or Judkins. As you're 1 and 2 while Bucky's out. Sit AJB and wait on Buka. Starting Rashee Rice. You can only wait on Buka if you have one of the like Tez Johnson or a J-Mo, the Detroit Lion player, that you could sub in. You have to have a sub. You know, one of the Bucks receivers. If you do that, I guess I kind of like, I don't know. Chat, would you start AJB now or wait on Buka with a Buccaneer sub? If let's say Horton can get one. I don't know if Horton can pick up one. Cutting a player, you have to maybe run that by us, but don't cut anybody solid. But I kind of feel like AJB is probably the safer route if you want to go safety, especially if you're projected to like win or it's super close. If you need a big swing, I guess I lean on the Buka side. But AJB probably is safer than that situation. I would say for you. I'm not a big fan of AJB, you know, on the year. Is that Whittington? Whittington with a little reception. Let's hope Whittington gets on his horse here. Hall, Judkins, or Rashad White. Hall, Judkins, or Rashad White. I'm going Judkins personally, but Hall's hard to sit. You almost got to figure out a way to play both those guys, my boy. Start Worthy or wait on Buka. Worthy's a good enough play. You probably play Worthy, I suppose. Unless you have, I guess if you have a backup plan like J-Mo, which I really like that one. Stafford scrambling. Throws a nice little pass. Was that was to Smith? Okay. Start Luke McCaffrey today or wait for Buka, and I have Shepard. I would probably wait for Buka and do the Shepard thing. You know, McCaffrey's not a bad play, though. It's not. But I would roll with that. 0.5 PPR, Ayo Manor or Franklin. I go Ayo Manor with Ridley out. Wandell, Luke McCaffrey, or Harvey need upside. I probably lean toward McCaffrey as a risky, high-risk play for upside, but I think Wandell's pretty safe, and keep in mind the targets should be there for him. So, I don't know. Wandell's like a mixture of safety, but still some decent upside. Chat, Wandell or Luke McCaffrey. And don't just say Luke McCaffrey because you own him. I know a lot of you are in desperation mode this week, and Luke's in the lineup, but flex, Evans, or Fannin. I'm going to go Evans, man. Evans. Evans is a good play. He's not just like a risky play. He's a good play. Waddle, Marvin Harrison Jr., worried about weather in Cleveland. I'm going to go Waddle. I'm not sitting Waddle. Chat, would you start MHJ over Waddle? Oh, man, Stafford got rocked. Flag on the play. Let's see what that is. Hitting Stafford too hard. they smashed him into the ground. Stafford's giving high fives, so it sounds like it's going to be a first down. Rams. We'll see what they... I don't know if they're really doing rough in the passer on this one. Start Love or Penix. Probably Love. Bourne or Egbuka Tez. I would go... Oh, man, Bourne's pretty safe, bro. Bourne is pretty safe. I don't mind Bourne. That's pretty damn safe, my boy. Chad, are we comfortable with Kendrick Bourne, who's been completely doing it and doing it well? Was that a roughing the passer? Or was it a holding? Kyron's just not getting a lot of room, but he's getting a lot of reps, so they're still leaning on him. Chat, please vote on that one. Bourne or Bucatez. I feel like Bourne is solid enough. He's been playing so well. I feel like that's one where it's like, it's really a 40% chance that Bourne play or that Buka plays. You know, it's not a great odds of working out. So it's like, you know, Tez is solid, but Bourne's been playing out of his mind. So, chat, vote on that one for me if you could, please. I kind of feel like, so I'll go Love and Bourne, I suppose. What's the chat saying? Bourne. Mac loves Bourne. I think Bourne's safest. If I felt a lot better about this Buka play, I would say Buka. Stafford scrambling, nothing. Pick 2, Trey Tucker, Hendy, or Ramondre. I don't know, bro. I guess Tucker this week is okay, and I'd probably go Hendy. I don't know if I go Hendy and Ramondre. The running game's been not super efficient anyway, so you might be just burying yourself on both accounts. So I'd probably pick one. I'd pick Hendy, and then I would. And I'm not saying I'd feel ultra confident in that. You could go Ramondre, but then I think I'd take Tucker with Jacoby out. Trade Jalen Hurts, Igbuka for Mahomes, Cup, and Trey Tucker. No, I definitely look to trade Hurts, but I'm not getting rid of Buka, bro. Thinking of stacking Mahomes and Rice. The stack doesn't help you, Max, unless it's best ball. It has zero effect on. It's just fun. Don't make a trade like that for fun. Have to sit one. I do like Mahomes more than Hurts. I'd do something else, but I'm not giving Buka up to make that swap. Problem is, you've already had this conversation with him, and his expectations, Buka, or he doesn't want to do it now. So you set a precedent by letting him think he could get Buka. You can't trade Buka and Hurts. Have to sit one Sharps, Booty, Woody, or Tez Buka. I'd probably sit. I guess I would sit. You could leave this down to Woody and Sharps. You're gonna sit one of them and make that call later if any news flips one way or another. Booty's a safe play, but he's also, you know, how safe is he? Like, is he have the upside that like a Woody or Sharps would have? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, 2 touchdowns last week. I'd probably say. Sit, chat, vote, sit Sharps or Woody, and just go into tomorrow with that decision. Booty's a pretty decent play. I like him. I know that May likes him. May likes Booty. May likes Booty. JMO or Hendy, at least 60%. JMO. I love Hendy, bro, but I have no problem waiting on Hendy with the JMO option. Touchdown strike. Another one. Another one by Matthew Stafford. That's 4 touchdowns. I was hoping that was Whittington. At first, I thought it could be. Man, that's Ferguson. That's the rookie. That's the rookie Ferguson. Nice. JMO's the clear answer, bro. I have Pittman, JMO, Evans, Diggs, Addison. This is Raul. Raul, appreciate you. Should I wait on Evans? Yeah. Well, Evans and JMO. If we're talking, or start Diggs, A.O. Manor. I would say Evans and JMO. Diggs isn't a bad play, but I'm going Evans and JMO. You got 2 options there anyway. Could also pick up Johnson and drop someone and replace Evans if he's out. Well, you can replace him with JMO. So, Raul, JMO's the call. JMO's a fantastic play anyway. Like, I'm hard-pressed to sit JMO. Start Love or Penix, start Bourne or Bucatez. So I did that one already. Miguel, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Sup, Smitty, pick up to start full PPR, A.J. Brown, Brees Hall, or Scat. What kind of league is this? Probably... Look, Brees is great today. I'd probably say Scat because of the long-term impact of also holding Scat by picking him up and maybe he'll be the top waiver claim if you don't grab him. I do like Brees. I probably grab both of them. I don't think I'll leave both those guys on waivers, but it depends on what you're dealing with. Fields versus Carolina, Penix, San Francisco. Pick up Mac Jones. I'm going to go Penix Jr. I think the majority of the chat would as well. Start Wilson, Hendy, or Woody, LCM. I'd leave it for, you know, I guess I would strongly consider. That's tough, bro. That is a tough situation. I would strongly consider going Wilson. You know, once we know for sure what's going on exactly workload-wise for him, then I think that's not a bad play. Plus, you have, if that doesn't end up being what you want it to be, you can very quickly just throw, let's see here. You could very quickly just throw in, see if I can find anything. So you like, so push it to the afternoon decision, right? Put Wilson in there, and if we're getting a strong indication that he's, you know, getting full go starting, it's a game time decision. You keep Wilson in there if he's starting, and if he's not, you pull him, and then you have Woody for the Monday night decision. That's probably the route I would take, Ricky. And Aaron, appreciate your super chat, $5 hauler. Pick one for the wide receiver 3. Judkins. Pick up one for wide receiver 3. Judkins. I mean, do you mean for flex? Because obviously Judkins is a running back. Cam, Tez, Shepard, bench, Bond, or Jordan. I feel like there are too many from Tampa Bay. I also have Coker or Hollywood on the bench. Pick up one for wide receiver 3. I just don't know who I think you meant somebody else instead of Judkins. I would probably say, I mean, obviously I love Judkins, but I don't think that's in the cards here. I'd probably say, do you have clarification on that one, Aaron? I wish I didn't have to start 3 wide receivers. What do you mean by Judkins here? I'll wait for you to answer before I give you my advice, because I think you meant to write someone else there. Worthy, Bourne, or wait on Buka News. I'm only waiting on Buka News if you've got a solid option, especially if you have a JMO that I do. But if you're talking about like Tez or something, I feel like Bourne's the safest play. I feel like Bourne is a really safe play. You didn't mean Judkins. Burden. Okay. So Burden, Cam, Tez, Shepard. Yeah, the problem is if Buka plays, then these Tampa Bay wide receivers become less valuable. Burden's also, I'd probably say I leave it to the Monday night. I pick up Tez maybe now. I like Tez a little bit. Burden's no different situation, you know. Yeah, dude talking BTJ was, first of all, Neo, when it's like you're acting like you're saying the dude talking, you clearly don't even watch the show if you're talking about me like dude talking, like, you know my name's Smitty. Why don't you just say Smitty? Like when you see the dude talking, you obviously don't know me very well because you're calling me the dude. Dude talking BTJ was the biggest mistake I made this year, and I drafted Neighbors. That guy is ass. Are you talking about me, Neo, or are you saying dude talking BTJ? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know. Okay, Neo, maybe you're not talking about me. I'm not sure. Start 1, Woody or Hendy versus the Titans. Probably Woody. I like Woody a little more. Oh, did he say taking? My bad. Did he say taking? Dude, taking BTJ. Okay, I'm sorry, Neo. I'm sorry, Neo. My bad. Sometimes my questions are blurry on screen. My fault. My fault, Neo. I guess my defense mechanism kicks in when I see that. His name Smitty. My fault, Neo. Neo, I'll take a lap on that one. I thought Neo was good people. You got to understand, I see a lot of crazy stuff I'm trying to decipher from people talking mad shiat in the chat right now. As if I'm supposed to call everything right. My fault. I read it wrong. Oh, good. See, he's got thick skin. He doesn't care I yelled at him real quickly. He's got the Amazon Prime. Oh, man. Touchdown. Hunter, is it getting called? Or was it a touchdown? What is this? What is this? Is it getting called? Touchdown, Hunter! No? Touchdown! Yes! Yes, Travis Hunter! He's done!
You've just been Smitty approved.
Atta baby! Touchdown catch, Travis Hunter. Nice grab. Nice grab, Travis. That was contested as well. Absolutely phenomenal touchdown grab. That was contested. Touching other hands, or no, it didn't actually get tipped, but that was a very contested catch. Unbelievable. But as I was saying earlier, I'm sorry, Neo. Neo's good people. Neo's got thick skin, though. He's like, I don't care. This guy has the Amazon Prime, shrink. He's got the Amazon Prime Medical. The $9.99 a month. You get a virtual psychologist if you need it. He doesn't. This guy's thick skin. This guy understands himself. Neo gets yelled at, accused of something he didn't do. And here he is, just still putting it together. Keeping it together. Adam, appreciate you. Addison, Luke McCaffrey, or risking playing Ibuka in the flex. I think I'd probably risk to play Ibuka as long as you got a nice backup plan. You got a JMO, certainly I'm doing it. If you got a Tez, I'm okay. But you can't risk it without one of the Buck wide receivers, bro. Bench one, Waddle, Worthy, Kamara, Vidal. Now, bench of Vidal. Chat, which one are you benching out of Waddle, Kamara, Worthy? Can we get a group think on that one? Waddle, Kamara, Worthy, bench one. Waddle, Kamara, Worthy, bench one. Travis Hunter finally coming through. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. What is the stat line for good old Travie boy? Let's pull it up. Damn excited that Travis Hunter pulls in a score. Damn excited. All the people cutting him. What did I say? And I'm not saying it continues, uninterrupted from here on out. I'm just merely saying this was what I say all week. This is the week that Gibbs was cut. Walking into week 7. Gibbs did nothing in weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. His rookie year. People were cutting Jahmyr Gibbs after week 6 going into week 7. And so what do we say all week? Don't give up on these rookies. Gibbs did nothing until week 7 this very week. Nothing. Gibbs was being cut. Hendy cut left and right this week. Apparently, Harvey cut left and right. Bucky didn't do anything of note until week 10. Didn't start really until week 13. Travis Hunter having quite a day. 6 for 85 and a touchdown. 1 carry, 0 yards. Don't worry about that. Focus on the positive. 6 for 85 and a touch. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about that. That's about 20 and a half points. Jaguars onside kick. 9 minutes left. They got to try. That's good for Ram players getting the ball. What do we vote on as far as benching one of these guys? What do you guys end up saying? It's Hendy's week, says Trev. I hope so, bro. Sit Kamara, sit Waddle. Kamara, Waddle, Kamara, Waddle, Kamara. We're getting a lot of Kamara and Waddle. At least you know Worthy's to start here. Man, Hunter, I'm so excited for that. He looked good on that catch too. Nice hands catch. Contested, kind of in traffic. He grabbed it, turned upfield, flag on the play. We thought, good Lord. Man, I have Hunter in like 7 leagues in the lineup. I can't say it's been an easy, situation. Waddle. So it looks like I probably bench. I suppose I bench. I guess I would bench Alvin Kamara. Taz, it's a close call. I'm sorry if this backfires. It's such a close call. The chat was torn on Alvin Kamara and Waddle. So crazy to start Dak over Mahomes today. What do you think, Chris? Is it crazy? Could anything happen? Sure. Anything. Dak has been balling out. They're both balling out. They're both playing top 5 levels. So crazy, no, but why would you ever bench Mahomes, to be honest, bro? He's getting Rice back for the first time. Are you just scared? This is like performance anxiety. You finally got Rice back, and you're kind of like, how can I self-destruct? That's what you're kind of doing. PPR Mason or wait on Igbuka. Shout out to DeBalt, says Mad, you got to have a backup plan, but I was certainly going to, with this situation, lean Buka with a solid Tampa Bay Buccaneer wide receiver backup plan choice, or especially a J-Mo or a Woody. Start 2, White, Scat, JCM, Kamara. I'd probably go Scattaboo and Rashad White for safety, and I would go, if you want high risk, high reward, you go with JCM against Dallas, and you go Scattaboo or White. You could hedge it and go White with JCM to get the upside, but you could also just say that Scat and Rashad White feel very safe, volume wise. It's just a matter of, what happens with the matchup for Scat. Will he do anything with it? Do you want to go with the swing of JCM? I think Rashad White is the safe play though. So let's lock White in, and then chat, can you vote Scattaboo or JCM? Or actually just start 2. Pick 2. Scattaboo, JCM, Rashad White. Pick 2 if you could. Smitty 14-man league, half PPR, Dak, CD, T. Higgins, Gibbs, Monty, Tyler Warren. If Jacobs does not go, would you consider playing Wilson over Vidal? No. I would go Vidal. Vidal should get a lot of work, but I don't blame you for wanting to potentially throw Wilson in there, but we don't even know what the divide will look like. It'll probably be all Wilson, but he's a good play. He's a good play. Corum's in there now. What's Kyron got stat-wise? Kyron keeps getting fed, but he's getting no work, no room, no wiggle room. Running game's non-existent for the Jaguars. They completely abandoned the run. Kyron's got 54 yards, 4.5 a pop. He's doing his job. Only 12 totes, but 2 catches for 11 yards. Might be a good buy low week for Kyron coming off this game, because he's not playing bad. He's just not getting the ball right now in this particular game. They should be running him, though. I don't know why they're not running the ball out. The clock out. They will now in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. But, they expect a run right now, and they're looking at rotating this backfield just to not get Kyron injured. Fannin or Kelsey today, does the weather in Fannin's game give you hesitation? I suppose, but they could also check down to him, not being able to throw far down the field. So the weather call's tough because it can backfire. Chuba Hubbard first up with the starters and warm-ups. That's odd. Worthy or Sutton? How do you not give Dowdle the start? It's crazy. Worthy or Sutton? Worthy. I think Mahomes goes. But tatered sandwich. Chat, Worthy or Sutton? Sutton's probably safer. Damn it. I got Sutton. I'm going to switch to Sutton tatered. Sutton's earned it. I don't think I'd lose a single wink of sleep if I went Sutton and Worthy outscored him. But if Sutton has 2 TDs and Worthy does nothing, you're going to be like, why did I do that? I knew Worthy would be. I'd probably go Sutton. I feel like Sutton can't fail you. Worthy could fail you, but he could absolutely outperform as well. But I feel like Sutton is less likely to fail you. I shouldn't say he can't fail you, but he'd be less likely to fail you. Bo Nix or Indiana Jones for the start. Probably Indiana Jones for safety. Bo Nix for high risk, high reward. I think Bo Nix does have a good day, but Indy's pretty safe. You know, the rushing. Nix or JD5, Bourne, Addison, MHJ flex. I'd probably go Bourne and JD5. Thank you for the super chat. And then Diggs or MHJ this week. I guess I go Diggs with not knowing what the Briskinator and MHJ have in store, honestly. And $20 hauler from Husseini. Husseini.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Stafford. Man, that was a flag. Whittington should have had another grab right there. Damn it. He's only got 2 for 9. He's got 3 points. That was going to be a nice little gainer for Whittington. That sucks. That was a good 15 to 18 yard reception. That sucks. Husseini, I'm sorry. Where were we at? Husseini with the $20 super chat. Husseini said, "What's up, Smitty? Watching the show live here at Arrowhead Stadium. Go Chiefs and Rice to Jupiter. Drinking one for my boy Smitty." No, bro. No, bro. Husseini. No, bro. If anybody doesn't know what no, bro was, who was the running back that he said he had when we were like, bro, you know, you can't do this or whatever. And he's like, no, bro, I got so-and-so. And it was like, it wasn't the best running back in the world. And I apologize to anybody. Let's get Kyron a touchdown, please. It's 1st and goal. Let's pound the rock into the end zone with Kyron Williams so we can hit this button right here. He's Kyron. He's 7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle the ball. He's Kyron. He turns frowns upside down. Let's turn a frown upside down. Let's get Kyron in the end zone. Let's end this day with, at least for the majority of players, a solid day. Start Diggs or MHJ. I'm going to go Diggs. No, bro. Oh, it's Rashad White. Yeah, he had Rashad White. It was no, bro. He was like, he was making a trade. He's like, no, bro, I got Rashad White. Like, as if Rashad White, right, was the most. Let's go, Kyron. Come on. Get in the end zone, little guy. Get in the end zone, little guy. 2nd and goal. Give it to him one more time. No, bro. He's like, no, bro, I got running backs for days. Who do you got? Rashad White. Who we like this week, but he's not. Drop who? Kyler, Benson, Keon, Ortez. Keon. I love Keon, but bro, anytime you start him, he's gonna do nothing, and when you don't start him, he'll do whatever. Get Corum out of there. Get Corum out of there. Damn it. No, bro. Get Corum out. Jeez. Damn McVay. Get Corum out of there. What are we doing? Oh. Incomplete. Another potential throw to Ferguson. Flag on the play. Is this going to be 1st and goal? Defense. 1st and goal. Roughing the passer. Let's get Kyron in there. Get Kyron in there. Stafford might sneak this in, though, ladies and gentlemen. Stafford may sneak this in. No, bro. What is the vibe in Arizona for the Briskinator? I don't know. The vibe's not strong. It's not bad though. But we like him better than Kyler, to be honest. Daniel Jones for Harvey and a 26 third. I would take, if I had a good quarterback play, I would take Harvey, a gamble on Harvey. This Corum in there, damn it. Give it to Whittington. Devontae Adams, a third touchdown. Oh my God. Devontae Adams, a third touchdown. Stafford, give Stafford another one. Give him another one. Wow. Wow. Oh, I thought that was going to be a handoff to Whittington for a touchdown, which would have been beautiful. Stafford doing it live. Stafford, what an amazing Adams call. All week long, we're talking Adams as a very good buy low wide receiver in that 2 package. You trade away whatever, 1 player for 2 players. Adams all day long. Adams have a big game with Puka out. Adams top 10, 12 wide receiver going forward. Adams looking like a monster. 3 touch. Let's go. 3 tutties. Let's go. Let's go. Drop who? Kyler Benson, Keon. Oh, I already did that one. Hey, brother, a bit desperate this week, but start to Otten, Ingram, Higgins. Jaden Higgins is tough. I'd probably say Otten. Think he gets a little extra work this week, and probably, I guess, Ingram, but hopefully, is Tez out there? Tez Johnson? Man, Adams. What a day for Devontae Adams. What a day for Devontae Adams. What a day for Matthew Stafford. A lot of Matthew Stafford calls, by the way, this week. A lot of Matthew Stafford calls. But it's London. But it's London. But it's London. Congrats to all you Stafford owners out there. Thank God it wasn't Kyron. I'm playing against him, says Husseini, who's at Arrowhead right now. He's talking to Patrick Mahomes probably on the sideline, and he's still super chatting. Rattler or Brisket? I'm going to go probably Brisket, I suppose. Rattler's okay, but I don't know. Chat, vote on that one. Rattler or Brissett. Rattler or Arizona Cardinal quarterback Brissett. Please vote in the chat. I'd appreciate your vote. Thank you for this one. There's got to be another option, bro. I don't know. I'd say Otten, but the other one I'm torn on. Ingram or Higgins. I guess I'd go Ingram in hopes that they keep giving him the ball, but I don't know, man. It's a tough one. Rattler, a lot of Rattler votes. Rattler. I'll be honest, bro. A lot of Rattler votes. Full PPR. Do I start Fannin? This one's from Michael Hart. Do I start Fannin at flex, or do I start Igbuka and use Monty as a backup? I would start Buka and use Monty as a backup. Monty's very safe, you know, as a back. Your backup plan's better than most people's with Buka, bro. So that's an easy one. Start DJ Moore or Tez this week. Probably Tez. I don't know. DJ Moore coming out of the hospital. I just don't know. I don't know if we have a good feel on what that looks like. So I'm probably going to say no. Fannin or Ingram. I would go Fannin, but it's super close. TM42. Very, very close. Could easily go either way. You think Hendy can pop off today? I always think Hendy can pop off. But they don't. If they don't feed him, they don't feed him. I can't really control that. But I always think he could pop off. I love Hendy. I think Hendy could. We got a $100 hauler from Angel if Hendy drops a house call. So we're rooting for that one, Lewis. Or whoever you were. I'm sorry. Lewis is right here. Still scat over Evans with the latest Evans report. I don't know, bro. Let me see. Did something just come out on Evans? Because you remember I'm live. I'm trying to refresh as we go. Stafford, 5 touchdowns today. What a call. Some of you had Stafford. Devontae Adams, only 35 yards, 5 catches, but 3 touchdowns. Oh, BTJ's down again. Damn it. These hospital balls. I don't know if there's a new Evans report, but last I don't think there's anything new. But I don't know. I will probably go scat. Scat safe. Evans looks hurt. Evans looks really hurt. He just went back down to a knee. I think he did something to his wrist or something, or his hand. This does not look good. This does not look good. And Liam Cohen's walking out onto the field. I think BTJ's hurt pretty bad. He was walking off, and then he went to a knee, and it's not his leg or anything. It's his hand or arm. Probably his hand or wrist area. But he was walking off the field. Instead of walking off the field, which he could tend to this on the sideline, he went back down to a knee. And now he's walking off the field, and he's holding his arm really close to his side, which tends to be, a protective measure, like something's really, really injured. Let's see. And he went to, it looks like his elbow. He looks like he's holding his elbow or his arm. I don't know. He keeps like going like this. He keeps going like this. It looks like it could be his hand too, because earlier he landed on his hand like this, and then when he was running his route, he man, that's not good. Well, it's good for Travis Hunter. God, BTJ is just so hard to trust walking into this game. Dynasty trade Kraft for Jamison Williams. I would take JMO if you have these tight end options, bro. Absolutely. Travis Hunter is going to go to the moon now. If he's out BTJ for any extended period of time. K9, Pacheco, Golden in the flex. You know who's going to be the top waiver wire claim this week? Travis Hunter. I'm going to go see right now what his availability is in leagues, and I'm going to be so disappointed in so many people that dropped him. Oh, that was a sling into the end zone. Travis Hunter, let's see where he gets dropped. He was like 100% ownership of Travis Hunter walking into the early part of the week. Let's see how many people dropped him, because this is a week where he was going to get cut. K9, Pacheco, Golden in the flex. Probably say K9. Trevor Lawrence in the gun, 2nd and 10. Smitty, 0.5. Kendre Miller, Spears, or Hendo. I'm going Hendo in that situation, my boy. Travis Hunter, another reception. It was a short catch and kind of fall, but flag on the play. Also, Mac Jones or Fields. I'd probably go Mac Jones today. I don't know that I love those options, I'll be honest. Start Javonte Williams or Genty. I'd go Genty, but it's really close. I think you got to figure out a way to get one of them. Well, you have bye weeks coming up. I don't know. Maybe you just hold on to it and relish in that. But Hendy or Bourne, I'm going to go probably... Bourne is safer right now. Bourne is definitely safer. Target A.O. Manor, Devontae Smith, or Booty. Play Buka. Or start A.O. Manor, Smith, or Booty, or play Buka. I'd only play Buka. I'd play Buka if you've got a backup plan, like Tez or one of the Tampa Bay Buck wide receivers, or especially JMO or Monty or something even more solid. Henderson, you got to have a backup plan. You can't just play Buka and have nobody. But those Tampa Bay receivers are out there. Henderson, Marks, Luke, McCaffrey, Tez. I'll probably go Marks personally, but Henderson's nice as well. Henderson is nice as well. We got a lot of people rooting for Henderson this week. I almost want you to sit him so we can go off, so we can finally get him to turn the corner. But I would say Marks is pretty safe. Hendy's high risk, higher reward. And Luke's something in between. He's still high risk, but you could say, give me Luke in full PPR and get like 10, 12 points. Because I think Luke will probably get you between 7 and 12 points. I think Henderson could get you 3, or he could get you 23. And Marks could get you 7 or 8 points, but could also get you, 18. I would probably lean toward Marks personally, but that's me. H13 Production, I appreciate you, my boy, dropping a wad here. PPR 2 flex league, starting Kyron plus Scat at running back, starting Rushy Rice and Addison, flexing Judkins and Dowdle. Do I start MHJ over anybody? Dowdle's splitting reps and warm-ups, bro, and he's the second one out. You hate to see it. But I don't know that I sit him, because the hot hand could give him like the whole second half. Travis, oh no, that wasn't Travis Hunter. That was Brown. Would be great if Travis got another touchdown right here. So, chat, can we vote on this one? MHJ or Dowdle or Addison? Can you rank those three so he has a good feel? Age 13. Dowdle, Addison, MHJ. Please rank those three. I want at least 10 votes. We need at least 10 votes. So let's help out our boy, age 13. He's a consistent super chatting monster here, and he deserves our help. Thank you, age 13. Appreciate you very much, my boy. Let's get Hunter another touchdown. Let's get Hunter another touchdown right now. MHJ, Dowdle, Addison, as TM42 says. Keenan or Rico. Keenan's safer right now. Guys, vote Keenan or Rico. Rico or Keenan. I think a lot of people are going to say Keenan's safer, and he is, but Rico's got higher risk, a lot higher risk right now, but a lot higher upside. No backup plan. I also have Henderson. You can't start Boca without a backup plan because he's like a little less than 50-50. So you can't do that. You need to go get Tez. You need to go get Shepard. You need to go get one of those guys. I mean, you could even say like Tesla, potentially. Starter, Fannin or Mason Taylor, Weather. Fannin for me, I still think there'll be some dump offs, but start them at your own risk. I can't guarantee what the weather is going to look like, but short passing games a lot more. It's like astigmatism. If you've got astigmatism in your eyes where one eye sees something slightly different, the further you go, the worse it gets, right? That's why some people have 20/20 vision in each eye, but they have blurry vision because both eyes seeing things slightly different, and the further you get, the more it spreads, right? So you get glasses to correct astigmatism when you have 20/20 vision. And you still have to wear glasses. You're like, I got 20/20 vision, but why am I wearing glasses? It's the same thing with, what was I even saying? Was it right? What was it right here? Oh, yeah. Weather. Thank you. Thank you to myself for reminding me. It's like weather. It's like if you're throwing a short pass in high velocity winds, the ball is going to get there. The further you go, the more it's going to go off course, just like astigmatism. So, the short game might still be there with the weather, but that doesn't mean that Fannin's a deep play guy. So you got to trust your gut on that. I don't know. I like Fannin a lot, but you're right. The weather is, there's always going to be concern. No backup plan. You got to have a backup plan or you can't start Boca. Philip, appreciate you. Starter, Fannin or Taylor? Answered that one. Thank you again for the question. Chat, vote Mason Taylor or Fannin. I don't mind Mason Taylor. Without Garrett Wilson, he's probably safer. But I don't know. I'm just saying I might go Fannin, but I think Mason Taylor probably is safer for sure. MHJ Vidal, I go Vidal. Bourne, Dowdle, Emmanuel Wilson, Kenneth Walker. I guess I'd probably go Bourne for safety here. Oh, you're sitting one. I'd probably sit. Jeez, man. I'd probably sit either Walker or Emmanuel, and you have some time on that one. Walker or Emmanuel. I guess I lean sitting. Well, I guess I lean sitting Wilson. Although Wilson or Dowdle, guys, I mean, you're running the risk of not knowing though. Dowdle now. Or Wilson's a better play if he's the lone guy, but you are risking it there too, though. So I guess I'm waiting to the afternoon to make that call. Dowdle or Hendy, probably Dowdle. Jordan, you don't have to apologize. You super chatted. I'm going to answer it anyway because you super chatted. Thank you, pal. And then you like that bedside manner? Oh, that was a touchdown target to Hunter. Oh man, we could have used that. Luke McCaffrey, Bourne, Dobbs, or MHJ, Kelsey or Waller. I'm gonna go Waller. I'm gonna go Kelsey. I'm gonna go Kelsey here over Waller. I don't know if I'll live to regret that statement. And then I'm gonna go probably Bourne. Bourne is just safer. He's just safe, bro. Ricky, PPR, Ertz or Mayer. I'll probably go Ertz without Debo. and then need 2 Wilson, Hendy, Woody. I'd probably go Woody and Wilson. But you're running a little bit of a risk there. If you don't want to run the risk right now, you can't wait, right? I guess Hendy. I'd probably go Wilson. Drop 1, Kendre Miller or Christian Watson. The only problem is, what if Wilson doesn't start? I don't know. Chat, Hendy or Wilson? Let's let the chat vote on this one. Hendy or Wilson? Do you take the gamble on Wilson? Because there's a gamble right now. Or do you take the gamble on Hendy? There's a gamble there, too. Drop 1, Kendre Miller or Christian Watson. I'd probably drop Christian Watson. Who cares about Christian Watson right now? Herbert or May? You got to go May. May's the guy. Start 1, Fannin, K9 or Marks. I'd probably go K9. I hate that call. I hate that question though. Waller or Kyle Pitts? I'd probably go Waller by a hair. Trevor Lawrence in a shotgun. Let's get one to Travis Hunter, please. Oh my. Jeez. Oh, bro. Pitts or Waller? So Waller for me. I think Waller. Everybody would say Waller. Most people would say Waller. Jason, love, appreciate you. Start. Let's get a Smitty approved for the Gunners being shipped out. Okay. Jason Love got the Gunners shipped out. He's ready for the Barons. The Barons. If anybody wants to get these Gunners, do it live.
The Gunner Player of the Week.
Brought to you by Gunner.com.
Barons. The Barons are right here. Let me put the Barons on. I believe these are the Barons. Yeah, these are the Barons. Let's try the Barons on. This is what. Let me showcase what you got, my boy. These are the Barons. These are not. These are nice, especially if you have a little bit of a bigger head than mine. I got kind of a small noggin for the most part, and so these are what someone like the glasses you see me wearing. I think they fit really well. I think these will fit just a slightly bigger noggin. So I don't know what does Jason have. Jason, you look like you have a perfectly symmetrical head that would be perfect for the Barons. So Jason, appreciate you dropping the Gunner.com love code Smitty. Code Smitty gets you 15% off blue light blocking glasses. Michael, appreciate you. PPR, Bam, Walker, backup for Green Bay. Bam or Walker, backup for Green Bay. Do you mean Wilson? Do you mean Wilson, bro? If you mean Kenneth Walker, I go Kenneth Walker over Bam Knight. But if you meant to type Wilson, which I kind of feel like you did, then I would probably say go Wilson. Anyway, so whichever player that is. Either one, Walker or Wilson. But Wilson's a risk. I mean, you got to understand that. Like, we could get to the afternoon games and they could go Jacobs is starting. Like, we don't fully know. Nico Walker for my Henry. I'd probably rather have Nico Walker, bro. I'd rather have Nico over Henry. So what are you doing buying Henry at this price tag, James? This is like buying Henry like on draft day. What are you doing? You buy Henry for free. The Henry owner should be giving him to you. And you're going to buy him at draft day pricing. What in the hell are you doing?
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
I'm not disapproving you, James. I'm just disapproving this thinking for the moment. You're buying Henry at his draft day pricing. As I wear Baron Gunner blue light blocking glasses. JCM or Evans in the flex. I go Evans. I like JCM though, but I go Evans. Thank you, appreciate you. May or Baker. Oh, bro, that one's tough. I think you go. Guys, do we go Baker or May or Baker? Monday night Baker. I probably go Baker, but damn, that's a tough one. I mean, May's playing out of his mind, but I'd probably go with Baker. Flex Woody, Pacheco, or Spears. I go Woody. I like Woody a lot. Start Jake Ferguson or Kittle. I think you got to go Kittle this week. I would. But, you know, Lamb's back. I don't know. I still like Ferguson, but no, Smitty, he's giving Nico Walker for my Henry. Well, there you go. There you go, James. Do it live. You got my answer then, and good job. I'm sorry. I blasted you. Did I read that wrong or did you word it wrong? Let me see. Not that I care. I just want to make sure I'm not going senile. Just got offered Nico. Okay, for my Henry. That's my fault. That's my fault, James. Me in my battle to get through these and help you all before kickoff had me screwing this up. Just got offered Nico and Walker for my Henry. That's my fault. Smash that trade, James. James, you get a Smitty approved. And Saturn.
You've just been Smitty approved.
To Saturn.
My fault. That's my second. I misread something at least once a show and go crazy on somebody. That's my bad. I think you guys accept that of me. I'm working on it. I got the Amazon Prime psychologist. We're gonna call her. I haven't used it yet, but we're gonna call her up and tell her I gotta work on my bedside manner. And when she goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "What the hell are you talking about, Karen? What in the hell are you talking about, Karen? Karen, did you hear a word I said? My bedside manner, Karen." Addison Vidal or Garrett Wilson Walker. Give me Garrett Wilson Walker longer term on the year, but I kind of feel like this week, obviously, because Garrett Wilson's out, we're going to get more out of Vidal, so it kind of depends on if, you know, you can weather it all. Worthy or Ibuka? I would probably go Worthy, unless you got a really good, like, JMO backup plan. Talk about Hunter. Worthy or Ibuka. Yeah, so if you had a JMO backup plan, I'm fine with that. Somebody wanted to talk about the cheat code.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Warning, warning. Cheat code activated.
Hasn't been what we wanted all year, but it's starting to look like it's coming together, baby. I'm not going to get overly hyped up, but I would definitely say that this goes without saying, especially with BTJ looking banged up. Now, he could be okay, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that Hunter is on the rise. At least. I feel like he's looking good. And what did he do in ID? Can everybody tell me what he scored in IDP? Like, is he gonna blow people away? And did we finally get a cheat code production in IDP? Can we get some report back from some IDP lineups? What happened to all the Triple H and Associates stuff? Hey, Victor, I'm pretty sure we got Ibuka carrying the Triple H and Associates. I don't know what you think's funny about that, because Ibuka has carried the entire thing. Hampton was looking phenomenal, got hurt. He got hurt, bottom line. He's failing right now. But Ibuka has done good enough to make Triple H and Associates your favorite absolute video clip. And yet you think it's funny somehow, especially with the crying emoji, that Triple H and Associates hasn't done their job. Yeah, I think they have. And Zach here with one of probably the worst comments of the week. Zach, don't embarrass yourself, Zach. Smitty, is Kyron a bust? Come on, Zach. Be better. Be better. What has Kyron done for you this year? Are you really making a comment off of one Kyron game? Be better, Zach. Do better. Do better. He's killing. How is he killing you? He's carried you all year. Are you talking about 1 week, Zach? You're judging a man off of 1 week? Players have bad weeks all the time. You got to have the flow of the team carrying everybody, because someone's going to be a weak link each week. BTJ is a bust? Might be. We'll see. We'll see. If he's injured bad for a long period of time, it's just going to pile it on. It's going to be even worse for BTJ. We got kickoff here. I'll see you all after the games. Let me answer these questions real quickly. Henderson or Kittle? Henderson safer. All good, Smitty. Fields or Stroud? I go Fields. Fields for upside. Henderson or Kittle? I go Henderson. This one here, leaning Dobbs. So flex Dobbs or Chuba. I'd probably lean Dobbs for safety, but Chuba is getting work with the ones, you know, coming out of the gate. Second flex, Monday night game, Buka or Sharps. Thanks. Yeah, so we can decide Buka if he plays or Sharps if he doesn't. So great job there with the backup plan. Better stack Love, Golden, Jacobs, or Mahomes Rice? Mahomes Rice, bro. Very easy question. And then the final super chat of the morning, and then we'll be back for the afternoon recap show. Scat or Brees? I'd probably say Jordan. Guys, can you vote for Jordan's question here? Scat or Brees? Scat or Brees? Please vote. At least 10 votes for Jason. Okay, while I answer this other question. 10 votes for Jason. 10 team PPR, 2 flex, 3 and 3. Kyron, Scat, Judkins. Got offered Nico, Jawan, Johnson for my Kyron. You take Nico. Nico's worth more than Kyron, even before today. So that's an easy call. If you started Hunter faithfully with Hunter, give the man a standing freaking ovation. I started him in 7 leagues. But I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't in dire straits in like more than half of them. But Hunter, let's go.
Let's go. Mashed potatoes. Yeah, buddy.
Hunter, baby. Hunter doing it live. Scat Brees, can we get a vote for our boy Jason Love? What do we got here? What's the vote at? What's the vote at? Scat Brees. We got Brees, Scat, Brees, Scat. Damn tied, Jason. It's damn tied. Ale Manor or Woody? I'm going to go Ale Manor safer without Ridley, but I'm going to go Woody. But if you want safety, go Ale Manor. But I'm going to go high risk, high reward personally. Scatman edged him out, bro. Brees is a nice play for sure. But do we trust the Jets? I'm going to go Scatman. Final answer. See you all after the show. Don't forget during the game we're lives on Patreon. Let's see here. Genty 58.5 higher on underdog. Kyron didn't get this one, did he? Did he? What was Kyron's stat line? What was his yardage? I don't think he got the 67. Rice 63.5 higher. Dowdle 61.5 higher. That one's a little risky right now, the Dowdle one. 54 for Scat and 56 for Roma Dunze. Don't forget to get on over to the Patreon, the live chat Patreon. We'll be talking throughout the entirety of the game live together on the Patreon. It's $10 a month. Cancel anytime. It's the best, in my opinion, live chat group that you could find. And we're just sitting in there together during the whole games, chatting away. Even if you're working, you could just read that and you'll have play-by-play. You won't even need to get the red zone or anything. You just read the Game Day Lounge. Everyone's like, touchdown, 50-yard run, 15-yard run. Oh, my God, what's he doing? It's nonstop. So see you all on the Patreon right now. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for all that you do. Thank you for the super chat. See you after the game.